tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Miami Dolphins. Teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now it's Breida. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down.
Run there by Matt Breida, and he spent the early part of his career in San Francisco sharing the backfield and sharing the ball. What you really want with him, open space and make sure he's touching it, because he can take it from 0 to the end zone in a very short amount of time.
On first down, here's Breida. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Goodwin able to haul it in. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Bring it up, bring it up.
Marquise Goodwin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, when you've got a guy like Marquise Goodwin, a former Olympian, mind you, you've got to devise ways to get the football in his hands, and mission accomplished there. To return, here's Chris Conley. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. There's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And able to steer clear of that first tackler as he works his way forward for about 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. They go play action with Wilson. Finds his tight end Ingram. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Rams first down.
Wilson. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. DJ Chark. His second touchdown on the season. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. You normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we are tied at 7. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decision.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Rams 14, Dolphins 7. Giorgio Tavecchio set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Jackson steps away, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. O'Shane Ximines showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Taken in at the 22. A solid 12-yard return after the 55-yard punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. It's Wilson. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup of 38. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. motion. Now Wilson. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Kendrick Bourne, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Tavecchio good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
Giorgio Tavecchio.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully... the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
2nd and 6.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They run with Breida. He's got the first down and more past midfield. 20, 10, and all the way in for the Miami touchdown. Matt Breida with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. Well, CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. And that deserves a couple exclamation points.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They go play action now. Wilson, he's going to air one out. And he fires one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Here's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, Jackson being chased out left. He may try to run for this. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Man open, it's Goodwin. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Got an open man, and C.J. Uzomah. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he's got some space here. All the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21-all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First down, Rams.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Is Wilson. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And finally out of bounds, just inside the 10.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the Rams' 9-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. He'll go underneath here to Breida. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Jackson. Robinson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Carlson on for the PAT. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
That's the score. Dolphins 28, Rams 21.
Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. That one complete. He finds Chark. Touchdown, LA! DJ Chark with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28.
28 all.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into...
And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked off by Karen Willis. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. This will be caught inside the 10. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. From the gun, it's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Eddie Jackson picks it. These guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The second half starts with a carry by Jones. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Now it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And it's taken in at the 9. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do in certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
It's a gain of 12. Brings up third down and 2.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is taken at the 23. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 36 yards on the play. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. This is Jones. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run supported. I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
What a run there. I mean, you've got speed, elusiveness, escapability all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached. They get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20. And great yardage Rams here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. It's a big play there for Miami. 52 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. And I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Here's Conley. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Miami. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the fourth and final quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A very solid gain of 27. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Flushed out right.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. He's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter.
Taking it about the 1.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by the rookie Michael O.J. Mudia. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. In a tie game fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations that the plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Taking it about the 1.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Dolphins
Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Throwing again. Jackson. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Well, 3 scores in this game, I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum,
skirt
filet
steak,
at
come
maximum.
on. You can't give the guy a skirt steak.
That's
Skirt steak time.
filet, 10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They go play action with Wilson. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
6 yards there on the keeper at 2nd down. Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop. And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends.
And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Pitch out to Breida. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
They picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Jackson to throw. His throw incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. 3rd down here.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Goodwin able to haul it in. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
12 at the 40-yard line.
Now Jackson. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
46-yard line.
Here's Jackson. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he's got this down to the 35. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
1st and 10 at the 35.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
At the 35-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. On 3rd down, they run with Madison. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. This from 51 yards for the win. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year. But he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks up. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here coming down right into that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Miami, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for L.A., the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year.